In this chapter, we are going to go over designing page layout for websites. The main objectives are to create reset style sheets with their internal elements such as blocks. We will be creating a website for a chocolatier whose owner has provided us with 3 pages from the website to start our work. These files are available in Canvas. She has written all of the contents, compiled the necessary images and graphics, and written some of the text and color styles. She needs us to complete the project by designing the page layout using CSS layout properties. The study of page layout starts with defining how an individual element is presented on the web page. We know that HTML elements are classified into block elements such as paragraphs or headings, or into inline elements such as emphasized text or inline images. Yet, this is the style sheet that determines how an element appears on the web page. We can define the display style for any page element with the following display properties. Display colon type, where type defines the display type. Few of the many type values are shown in figure 3-1. We can prevent browsers from displaying an element by setting its display property to none. In that case, the element is still part of the document structure, but it is not shown to user. This is useful for elements that users should not see. Browsers apply their own styles to the web page elements unless those styles are overridden by our own style sheets. Many designers prefer to work with clean slates and not have any browser style. This can be accomplished with a reset style sheet that overrides the browser's default style. We want to create a reset style sheet for the Pandasia chocolate website. The first style rule is the display property to show all of the HTML file elements in the web page as blocks. By including the display property in a reset style sheet, we ensure that these structural elements will be rendered correctly. In order to create a reset style sheet, you should follow the instructions given in this slide. As we move forward, we will add new elements. To complete the reset style sheet, you should follow the instructions in this and the next slides. This slide describes the new style rules in the documents. Now we have created a style sheet which is very basic one. There are pre-made reset style sheets that are available on the web. Before using any of these reset style sheets, we should check the CSS code and make sure that it meets the needs of our website. The first page we will work on for Pandasia Chocolate is the site's homepage. The owner of the website has already created a typographical style sheet in the PC styles1.css file. You should follow the instructions in this slide to create a style sheet for Pandasia. The owner has sketched the general layout she wants for the homepage as shown in figure 3-4. Web page layouts fall into 3 categories: fixed layout, fluid layout, and elastic layout. In fixed layout, size of the page and page elements are fixed, usually using pixels as the unit of measure. In fluid layout, the width of the page elements are set as a percent of the available screen width. Screen and the width of the company logo might be set to fill 80% of the page body. Under a fluid layout, the page resizes automatically to match the screen resolution of the user's device. But in elastic layout, images and text are always sized in proportion to each other in EM units. With different devices accessing your websites, it is usually best to work with fluid layout that is more adaptable to a range of screen resolutions. Fixed layouts should only be used when you have more control over the devices that will display your page, such as a web page created specifically for a digital kiosk at a conference. Web is moving quickly toward the principles of responsive design in which the layout and design of the web pages change depending on the device. The page will have one set of style for mobile devices, another for tablets, and another for laptop or desktop computers. Figure 3-5 shows how a three-column layout might appear in both fixed and fluid design. The width and height of an element are set using the following properties: width, value, height, value, where value is the width or height using one of the CSS units of measurement or as a percentage of the width or height of the parent element. This slide will walk you through how to set the initial dimension of a web page. Block elements can be centered horizontally within their parent element by setting both the left and right margins to auto. This slide shows how to center blocks horizontally. Centering an element vertically can be accomplished by displaying the parent elements as a table cell and setting the vertical align property to middle. For example, to vertically center the following H1 heading within the div element, we use this code. We put Pandasia chocolate between H1 tags. And using this style rule, the H1 heading will be vertically centered.